Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are actually going to dive into Milanote, which is a project management tool that can also work as your second brain. So Milanote is a visual, like second brain project management tool, and we are just going to jump right into it and see how this would work as your second brain. So let's start off with the pricing here. There are three pricing plans here. There is the Milanote Free, which gives you 100 notes, images, or links, 10 file uploads, unlimited shared boards. You have the Paper Person plan, which is the one you would probably use if you wanted to use this as your second brain. That is $9.99 per month, billed annually, or $12.50 billed monthly, which is a little expensive considering a lot of the applications that is or costs $12.50 each month have a lot of AI stuff. So before AI, a lot of the project management tools or productivity tools was around the $9.99 month plan, or $10 monthly and $10 monthly and $8 if you paid yearly. So this is a little bit more expensive, not that much, like $2.50 isn't that much, but a lot of the applications that cost $12.50 each month, they have a lot of AI stuff and a lot more features than something like Milanote. But I still think that Milanote might be worth it, and I will come back to why later. The team plan is actually amazing. $49 for 10 people is actually really cheap, and if I go up to 50, it is $99 each month, or 100, which comes in at around $5 per person per month, which is really cheap. So let's jump into the application now to see how this works. So Milanote presents you with a visual canvas, as you can see right here. This is just your visual canvas. You have a lot of things you can do here. You can upload files, you can add images. I can also draw in here, and this is great if you use a stylus like I do, because I have one for my Lenovo Yoga book. Not that my writing is really good, but it exists. So I have been testing it out, or the ability exists. That was what I was going to say. The ability exists, so I can actually do this, even though I don't because I have terrible handwriting. There is the possibility to do this. I have not tested it with my stylus, so I'm not sure if it works the way it is supposed to, but I know that it works on iPad because I've tested it on iPad, and they have a great iPad and mobile application, which they updated, I think it was a couple of months ago now, 4 months ago, I think, that gave you this visual view, this infinite canvas also on the mobile application, which is super exciting. So how would I set this up as a second brain? And I'm going to just demo it and explain as I go. In Milanote, you have boards, and I would use these boards to have things like projects. I would have my areas here, my resources, and my archives, which is what you would use in Para. So projects, areas, resources, and the last one is archive, which I will add right here. Archive like this. And what I would do is that I would probably connect these by pressing this connect button. You can also align them if you wanted to, but I will just connect them. You can change the color of this, and you can even upload your own icon if you wanted to. So you could upload an image here. The images work best if they are 160 by 160 pixels. Just something to keep in mind. So I would set these up, and I would have a couple of columns in my projects here, because you can have columns inside of Milanote as well. And this is this right here. So this is called a column. And I would have to do, and I would have, I would just copy and paste this. I would have doing, and I would have done. Let's copy and paste this one more time. So now we have to do, we have doing, and we have done. And if I ever had a project, let's say I had a project called Film Milanote Video, I would just add it in the to-do. I'm currently doing this, so I would then go ahead and actually put it in doing. You have templates here, and you can create your own templates as well, but there are a lot of great ones. So if I search for YouTube video plan, for example, I get this right here. And I could use this template and not keep the example content, or choose to keep the example content if I wanted to. I haven't used these templates a lot, but I tested one out for some work stuff and I really liked them. So you could go ahead and you could create your own templates, but you could also just use the ones that come with the application. So this would probably be how I do it. And let's say I wanted to create myself an area for my social media as stuff as well. So I would, in here, I would call this social media stuff, for example. And I would create a column in here as well, and I would call this projects, like this, just to be able to see my ongoing projects around my social media stuff. And what I would do, because this Film Milanote video is actually a project related to my social media, I would create a shortcut to this board. I would press Control X to clip this out, and I would then go ahead and I would paste it into my projects board and drag it into projects. This is a little bit of work, and Milanote is probably a little bit more work than a lot of the other applications on the market. You don't have all of the automation stuff, but this would pretty much be how I do it. And I like the fact that it adds a little bit of friction, because I think that can be really good. I will have my resources. You can have these by topic or type. I like to have things by topic and not type like here. So I would like have one for PKM, for example. And in here, I would be able to create things like notes. So if I had an idea like this, I could do that. This works with Markdown. So you can use Markdown. It does not have H3 headings. That is why this does not work, but this should. So it works with Markdown. And that is something I know is important to a lot of people. I can also change the style from right here. So you have code blocks, call out, quotes, small text, normal heading, large heading, and I can also press these right here. Apart from that, I am able to add maps. This is great if you do a lot of like video shoots, or you do a lot of photographic stuff. If you're a photographer, is that what it's called? I think that is what it's called. Anyways, you have that. You can add sketches. This is the same as I showed you previously. You can just draw in there. If that is something that you want to do, you can do that. Again, I have tested this out on the iPad. I haven't tested this out with a stylus on my computer, so I don't know how well it works for that purpose, but it works on the iPad. You can add headings just like this. Instead of having these right here, you can just add headings like this. You can change the card color because they are similar to these cards right here. So you can just add a title instead, and that just removes the background. You can add comments and reactions. That is good if you are on a team. I can add to-do cards. So let's say I had a test task, and I can actually give my tasks due dates. So let's just put this to due tomorrow. I can also assign them, add reactions, comments, and also give this card a title. So I would call this running task list. What I dislike about this is that I am not able to see all of my tasks in a central view. It will give me a notification when this is due, but I would love to see like all of my tasks in a central view. That has been annoying me a little bit. I can also add tables in here. These are just simple tables that you can write in, good for a lot of different things, but I've mainly used it to track expenses and things like that for different projects. And I think that like covers most of the stuff. I have documents, which are basically just documents that I can open and I can write my blog posts in here. These also work with Markdown. So I have used these to write blog posts. And you can also add color swatches, which is great if you are working on a specific project. You can use the colors for that project. So I can also drag lines between things to be able to connect things together. And I can change things like labels. I can change it to be a dashed line, and I can also change the weight of this. So you can see that I can make it thinner or thicker, and I can also add an arrow to the start, and I can change the color as well, and even add custom colors using RGB or HLS or even hex codes. So I think that covers a lot of the stuff that Milanote offers. Milanote is mainly a project management tool for people who have a lot of visual work. Think graphic designers, video editors, or people working in video. If you create YouTube videos like I do, for example, this is great. So it is a highly visual application that I really like. I think it is a little expensive on the monthly plan because you are sacrificing some features that I would like to see, like the ability to tag your cards, the ability to tag your to-dos and see all of your to-dos in a central space. You are sacrificing some of those features, but I would generally say that Milanote is a really good and stable application, and I love the fact that you can upload things like Adobe Illustrator files or Premiere Pro files I've also uploaded, so that is something I really like. But I think that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.